Well, hello there, and welcome to another special edition of Extra Credit. Mr. Credit here to discuss the Encanto market and the opportunities within with my good buddy Billy Colestock from Keller Williams. Billy, how you doing, man?
Doing really well, man. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Looks like you're busy at work there, my friend.
I am. Yeah, we're right here in our office in La Jolla, and we're just doing our thing, getting some homes sold for folks.
Yeah, well, Encanto is one of these markets that's you and I have talked about it off air, several times about how hot it's been. But I know you believe there's a real opportunity for the homeowners in Encanto.
I really do. I think that the opportunity is now in Encanto. The market's been going up. The folks who are in Encanto have been there for a while. The statistics show us that most folks have been there for longer than 10 years. So it's a great opportunity for those folks in Encanto.
And 10 years ago, help me out here. 10 years ago, what were property values like in Encanto versus what they are today? It kind of has a reputation of being a dangerous place, or there's crime there, and there's things like that. Is that still the case, or is that not the case, and that's the reason why property values have gone up so much?
Well, a lot of folks I can't say no. Okay, so it is an area where it is known for crime, but at the same time, there's a lot of safe pockets in that community, and a lot of good, hardworking people who live in these areas. They're family oriented. It's a great spot in San Diego.
So with property values up so much in this area, does that mean that it's ripe for sellers to really, think about the opportunity to sell now and kind of cash out on some of this great equity?
Yeah. So let's look at it this way. In April of 2009, the average or the median price for a home in Encanto was in the 180s. Okay. Today, the median price in Encanto is the 350s. So what we have is a market inside of San Diego, and you have the map up here, inside of San Diego that has doubled. It's 50% increase in the price, in the median price. So right now you've got people who have equity in their property, and they're able to sell.
So if let's say I'm a homeowner in Encanto, because I think we've discussed off air some statistics about the number of people who have stayed in their homes who haven't sold. They just continue to live there, and it's a huge number.
Sure.
So a bunch of these people have just stayed there through this enormous price run up. I wonder if number one, people who live there realize how much home values have gone up, and number two, what is the opportunity for them then if they were to say, well, you know what, it's been great. It's been a great run. We've got the opportunity to cash out, take a huge amount of money to the bank, and maybe move on to a different neighborhood in a better area.
So, the price going up, I don't think most folks know about the increase. I know that they've been in, so the statistics that you mentioned, 85% of the folks have been there for longer than 10 years. And in that time, it's gone up. And so the opportunity for these folks move from Encanto to let's say Bonita, or move from Encanto to let's say the college area. They can cash in on that equity, and they can increase the safety of their family. They can get their kids into better schools. There's a lot of opportunities for these folks in Encanto, and I would venture to say not a lot of them know the value because they might not be looking into it.
Yeah.
They've been in their house for so long.
Yeah, you get kind of committed to an area, and then maybe things change, though. Maybe your kids have all grown up and they've moved on. You're kind of going, all right, well, what do we do here? We're talking about tax-free money. If you bought a house there for $100,000, $150,000 10, 15 years ago, which a lot of people did, and today it's worth $350,000.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about 100% cash in hand, no tax, which you can either go and buy another house with, or you could just put a 20% down payment, take the rest to the bank. I got an idea for you, Billy, because we saw the map of Encanto here, and for people who aren't familiar with the area, I'll pull the map up again. The map shows you that location-wise, Encanto is really interesting because it's north of South Bay.
Yep.
So it's not even as far down as National City. It's not even as east as Lemon Grove. So what we're talking about is a central area here, which means that people who live there have at least gotten used to a good location. But for the amount that the homes are going for now, and I just did a search before we got on the call, there's a under 400,000, 399. There's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,500 square feet, huge pool. Everything's nice and done in the house. Like, doesn't need work at all. Turnkey, ready to go. That gives you an idea of where prices are at. They were much, much lower before. But now, if you sold that house, you could take it for 400,000. You could go to some places like Temecula, for example.
Oh yeah.
Where you could get a lot, or Oceanside for 400,000. You could get a lot for your money there.
We're actually helping a couple right now sell a property in Encanto. They're getting 330 for their home. Okay, like you say, they have plenty of equity, and they're moving to Marietta. Homes are newer. They're much larger. I think they're getting a 3,500 square foot house. They're selling an 1,100 square foot house. They have 3 boys. So they have 3 boys, 1,100 square feet going to 3,500 square feet. Better schools. It's an amazing opportunity for their family.
So for these sellers who can cash in at this point and kind of check out to a better neighborhood, I mean, I tell you, it almost seems like, you know, the market there, I don't want to say it's peaked, but it seems like it's made such a big run that we might see some sideways action for a while. Do you think right now is the time to be a seller in Encanto?
Well, okay, so we've had this question on your show a lot. You know, are the prices going to be going up anymore? And what we've seen is we've seen big jumps year over year, but we've also seen those jumps start to slow down a little bit. So I think between 2010 to 2011, we had like a 15% increase in the values. Whereas last year we only saw maybe 8. I think this year we're going to see 3 or 4. The difference in 3 or 4% is not that much to kind of wait to see if it'll go up more. So why not sell now when we know the interest rates are fantastic, and buy over where you want to live?
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, you could wait. Maybe it's going to go up another 4 or 5%, but at the same time, what's that going to do to when you're purchasing with the interest rate?
Well, speaking of the show, Billy, I see in the background there you've got your trophies on the mantelpiece. You got your perfect 2-0 record, which is on the line a couple days from now. And you've got your two trophies back there with your KW cap hat back there.
Yep. Thank you very much for doing that. I definitely I'm proud of those back there. So
I tell you, those aren't easy to win, folks. Those are real estate debate champion trophies, and it's always a fierce competition. There's 3 other contestants every single week on the real estate debate, and so far, Billy here has got a perfect record of 2-0. And he'll be defending those titles a couple days from now, live on the radio on 760 AM. So good luck to you there, Billy.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right, so what I'm hearing and what seems to be the theme today is that Encanto has created an awesome opportunity for people who've stuck it out, and I've got the screen pulled up now so you can see where Encanto is. People who have stuck it out, who've lived in their homes for long periods of time here, have tons of equity that they can now cash in and move to a more desirable area for the same price. Is that the gist of what we're talking about here today, Billy?
Same price, or they can, in many cases, lower their monthly payments. And like you said, if you cash out, you put that 20% down on the next home, you might be getting a better loan product. You also might be being able to pay down some debt, pay off car loans, pay off student loans, pay off credit cards, who knows. But you can a lot of times sell your house currently, move into the next property, and lower the monthly debt. And that's a win in every way that you can look at it. The family's in a better area, better schools, and less debt.
This is great stuff for Billy Colestock here with Keller Williams in La Jolla and SoCalLifestyleRealty.com. Billy, really appreciate your time today, kind of opening my eyes back up to a market that we've all just forgotten about over the past couple years.
No, it's a great opportunity. I love it. So
okay, I appreciate you sharing, man.
Thanks for letting me talk about it.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Another edition here of Extra Credit with Mr. Credit. You can find out more at therealestatedebate.com and mrcredit.org. We'll see you again soon to continue making you smarter than everyone else.